to take a peek. And close your eyes. She can take more than I thought because she has brown eyes. So this pencil is super soft. It's thick on one side and the liner is thin. And I have this really nifty product right here called No Baggage. And what No Baggage is not a makeup, but in fact a treatment. It's got a little bit of caffeine and crushed pearls in it. When you put that there, you don't need to wear concealer because it brightens and tightens the under eye area. And we're going to show you that. Brightens and tightens the under eye area. All right. And another thing that comes in your kit, and if you don't get the kit, make sure if you're going to use a lip liner, you want to get a lip liner that is as close to the color of your lips when you were a young girl, which is a naked color. It's kind of a baby lips. And I'm not drawing outside the lines. I have an aunt that does that, and I just cannot break her of that habit, but she's 92, so I figure if she wants to draw outside the lines, she can pretty much do whatever she wants if you get to be 92. And then what you want to do is just fill in the lips with that naked liner. You want to fill those lips in because whatever you put lipstick or lip gloss on, it will still have some color there. Now I'm using a very pale color on Barbara because here's a little tip. The darker your lips, the older you look. How about that? Darker your lips, the older you look. Here's color to stay away from at all costs. Purple lipstick. Oi! Pull your face right down. Purple lipstick? No, no. Anything that has blues in it is going to age you. I put this beautiful pale bush, okay, on Barbara because I'm going smoky with her eyes. So now I'm about to give her mascara and we're done. I haven't even used a base on her. You know, most women don't even need foundation. It's true, but they think they do. If you have the right powders, it covers. Now, I want you to, okay, and eyes straight ahead. And when you're putting mascara on, and here's another tip, L'Oreal Le Grand Curl. L'Oreal Le Grand Curl. You can buy it at Walmart, Target, drugstores. L'Oreal makes the best mascara in the world at the best price. Usually $7, $8. You never need to spend more than that on a mascara. Never, never, never. When I see people paying $25 for mascara, I get a knot in my stomach because I know the best mascara in the world is at the drugstore. And my favorite color is carbon black because when you have skimpy lashes, black mascara is going to be your best friend. When you put mascara on, you put it as under the lash and you zigzag, zigzag out, zigzag up and out, up. That will coat every single lash you have. And even if you have super skinny lashes, I'm telling you that L'Oreal is fantastic. It is fantastic in every single way. All right. So I'm almost done here. And then I'll look to see if there's any finishing touches I need to do. When you're doing the bottom lashes, paint them. See what I'm doing? I'm not doing this. I'm painting them. Because it's real easy to poke yourself in the eye if you do it the other way, and you're not getting the benefit. Oh my gosh, Barbara, you look beautiful. Yeah. Okay, now, can we all agree that Barbara looks more alive and alert? And I could have done this if I wasn't teaching. I could have done this in 3 minutes. But she looks more awake and just full of life. And now that I'm seeing her all put together, you know, like I said before, it's easier to put more on than to put too much on and take it off. So what I'm going to do is just going to add a little more color to her face because she can handle it. All right, now I'm going to show Barbara what she looks like. If I can find a mirror that is clear. All righty? Okay, you don't have a microphone on her, but she just said 2 words I hear every single time, which is, oh, wow. And that's the way I want you to feel about yourself. I took 10 years. Oh, thanks. I really like Barbara. She said I look 36, which is 20 years. So I used it twice today, that's why. And she just said I took 10 years off of her. And I agree, you know. I know. Hello, husband. How many years? Oh my gosh, 39? 39 years? That's fantastic. That is fantastic. But it is, so you can see, let them see, you know, it is just so easy. This is so easy. It takes less than 5 minutes. It takes less than 5 minutes. I'm going to do a few more people because I want to show you the same product on different people is quite amazing. So I have one more person over here that's coming up, then I'm going to take somebody out here. So anyone that's not wearing any makeup, okay. I'll take 2 more, you and you, okay. So now, come on up, and thank you, Barbara. You look absolutely beautiful. Thank you. She said it was a surprise and an honor to have me do her makeup. This is what makes me happy because no, I don't go Lindsay on anybody because that's just a character I play. But no, you look fantastic. Easy going down those stairs. All right, I'm going to do a few more of these, but I'm going to do it quicker. And then I'm going to take questions. Yes. Mascara, L'Oreal, Voluminous. L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. That is really my favorite. And then if you have dry body skin, by the way, which I live in Las Vegas, so my skin's really dry. Aveeno makes an incredible body lotion with colloidal oatmeal, it says. Aveeno with colloidal oatmeal. And you know, they have commercials with the alligator going, well, that's me. Yeah, but on your face, that's for your body. I'm telling you, that will change your body skin. For your face, my skin cream is Elastin Collagen. It's holistic. It has nothing in it but pure things. This is better than a $500, $300, $200 cream. The cheapest good cream that you'll get at the drugstore is still going to cost you $20 or $30. Doesn't come near it. This is the best. People, come on over to the booth, put your hands in all of my products and play. I want you to feel what the right stuff feels like. Come play, you don't have to be obligated for anything. Have a seat. All right, I'm going to do this quicker because you know what? I want you to learn how to do this quicker, and then I'll tell you about a few more. Whoops, I gotcha. I'll tell you about a few more products. What's your name? Jean. Fantastic. Okay, now you don't have any makeup on? Okay, great. I'm going to take Jean's makeup off. Remember the Equate? You know, I know, this is good. And Sue, like, I think all she has on is base. She doesn't need it. She thinks she needs it, but she doesn't. What she needs is a pop of color and a little bit of definition. Most of you will not need, and by the way, I make foundation. I make great foundation, but I don't sell it to people if I don't think they need it. So here we go. We're going to go now. First of all, what I'd like to do is give her a little bit of this cream because her skin is dry. So this just take me a second. Alrighty. Let's just take a second. And what that does is it just kind of will help me to let that makeup glide. There you go. I'm going to take a few minutes there. And by the way, please don't buy into that thing when people say, oh, you need a day cream and a night cream. Your skin does not know what time it is. I've got news for you. Come on now. A good cream should be able to be used both day and night I do not believe, I just think that Madison Avenue tries to sell us things we don't need, and they do it by making us feel bad about the way we look, and that is not okay with me. So for me, I get my things made at the same factory, Chanel, Dior, Lancome, Estee Lauder, but I don't have a team of people that I have to pay, and I don't charge their prices as a result of that. All right, I just don't think we have to spend a lot of money to look great. I don't believe in it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go. Same exact thing. Same exact thing I did on Barbara. All right, are you ready, Jean? Okay, that's right. You know what? I am gonna put on, remember the no baggage? No baggage is, some people put, Preparation H under their eyes, and here's what I have to say about that. Ew. And what do they do for their hemorrhoids? I'm just asking, that's all. So what we're going to do is we're going to put something under, because it's not meant to go under your eyes, but they do it because it tightens the under eye area, but that's what this does. Just relax your face, nice. You're in good hands here, Jean, I promise you that. And there you go. And we're just going to let that, because what that will do is tighten and brighten the under eye area, but it takes about 10 minutes for that to happen. Here's another something that's a piece of good news for you. What's the #1 complaint I hear from people? Oh, I have dark circles under my eyes, bags under my eyes. Guess what? Good news. They're not as bad as you think they are. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you're getting shadows and all kinds of things, overhead lighting that makes it look really bad. So the people looking at you don't see what you're seeing. They're not nearly as bad as you think they are, and there's a few little tricks about how to get around that. Here's one of them. When you put color on your face and you make your eyes, like what I did to Barbara, the eyes go to different things. They don't focus on what's under your eyes. Okay, remember the bronzer. And we're going to do this with Jean, and we're going to go up. We're putting the bronzer on her face. We're going up into the hairline. We're not putting it above the cheekbone. We're not going below. We are going to go ahead and put it at her hairline. We're going to go ahead and put some on her nose, on her chin. We're also going to go ahead and put some down on her neck because you want to pull everything together. Alrighty. Then after that, the blush, which has a slight shimmer to it. We're going to put that over. We're going to put that over the bronzer. And we're going to put that above, same places that I put the bronzer. I'm going to put, close your eyes, a little bit on the eyelids. My cosmetics are really great because they don't irritate, no fragrance in them, so there's nothing to irritate the eyes. All right, we are now going into that magic place, the eyelid. Remember the pale shimmer shadow? We're going to open our eyes real quick. Okay, close them. All the way from the lashes, all the way from the lashes to the brow with that pale one. All the way. No, see, there's no precision work with this. You don't have to be a makeup artist. This is really the easy part. Then remember the windshield wiper effect. The windshield wiper effect. Back and forth. Windshield wiper effect. Alrighty. And now the smoky eye. Remember, this is going to go as close to the lashes as I can get it. Look up. I'm going to look up. I'm as close to the lashes on the bottom. Close. Alrighty. And look up. As close to the lashes as we can get. Alrighty. Now, the black liner on the other end, I'm going to put in the corners only. Look up. Then we're going to do the lips and she'll be done. And you'll see a huge difference. Look, okay, we'll do this. only in the corners, like a V. All right? And now we're going to do her lips in that naked color. And all the lips, all the cheeks, all the brush comes, everything comes in this kit. And I think it's like $39 for everything, which is $85 worth of makeup. Or you can go to the drugstore and you can find things that look the same, but drugstore makeup is made with less, the ingredients are cheaper. So they're not going to wear the same. Except for these products that I'm telling you about right now. L'Oreal mascara. Revlon makes gorgeous lipsticks in my opinion. Alright. And I'm going to do this again. Now, she had a very slight upper lip. And so do I. I also have a slight upper lip. There's a trick to that. I'm going to show it to you facing you right now. If you want to make your upper lip fuller, you don't just draw a new lip. That's just not what you do, because then you look a little crazy, that line up there. But here's what you do. Under your nose, if you press slightly under your nose, you're going to see the bow of your lip. The one God gave you, it's right there. And what you do is you press slightly, and you take your pencil, and you outline that. And it makes your upper lip look perfectly natural and more full. And I just did that with Debbie, and she thought that was the coolest trick ever. And I figure if I can teach Debbie Reynolds anything new, that's pretty cool. She's the most awesome woman in the world. Okay, besides my own mom, of course. So here we go. I'm just cleaning up. There you go. Put a little mascara on her, and she's done. And again, if I wasn't talking and teaching, this would take me 3 minutes, which means it would take you 3 minutes. And she's being very good, because it's not easy to have someone poking around in your eyes with something. Gosh, you've got long lashes. You're blessed. Look at that. Alrighty. Now, mind you, I did not put any foundation on either one of these ladies. Alright? Very good. Can everyone see Jean? And what do you think? Made a big difference, right? Awesome. Thank you, Jean, so much. Oh, I got to show you what you look like. What's wrong with me? Come here. See how happy? And that's how we are. You're welcome. She said, oh wow, it's a lot brighter. I look better. And you know what's great about this? When you catch a sight of yourself in the mirror or a store window and you see tired, you're gonna feel tired. Then you resent getting older. Then, you know what? We get better. But it's just little tricks like this. It makes it so much more fun. You look beautiful, Jean. Yeah. And so, let's see. Who is going to take? No? Okay. Come on up. All right. You're welcome. So far, do we have any questions about this technique? My products, I have a booth over there, but if once you do that, whoops, once you do that, you will have, that's because you got close to the mic. You can turn that off if you don't need it. My products are available online called catcosmetics.com. My name's Catherine, but people call me Cat for short. Catcosmetics.com, that's with a C. We always have our prices low. We run specials all the time. I don't think beauty should cost a lot of money, and I think that you should be able to have Chanel quality at practically drugstore prices. That's my philosophy. Yes. What was I putting under her eye? That's called No Baggage. It's a big, big, big seller for us. It's here somewhere. I might have put it in my pocket. No, here it is. Okay, I don't have my glasses on. This is it. It's a little bit of caffeine in it, lots of botanical things. things that are good and gentle for the under eye area. It's not makeup. It's got a little caffeine in it and crushed pearl. The caffeine tightens it, the crushed pearl brightens it, so you don't need to wear concealer. Because guess what concealer does? It sits in the little lines. Huh? I can't hear you, so. Well, concealer, it just makes you look older because
concealer doesn't do hardly anything. It's just there.
Yeah. Well, this is what I like to put on people instead of makeup, because under the eye area, you really don't want to put a lot of powder, and you don't want to put, you know, so I'm just going to put this under there for her. I use this on everybody, even when people are 20 years old, because...
Catherine?
Yeah?
Under what circumstances would you use base?
Base? I like to use base when I'm getting fussed up. Like, I got fussed up to come here today because I was going to meet all of you, and I wanted to make sure that I look good in pictures when I take pictures with people. So I have base, I have powder, I have bronzer on, I have this kit. This is the kit I use every day. If you have things you want to cover, base is good. Just make sure it's a base that looks like skin. And a good base should be able to cover everything even under the eye. I'm not a concealer fan. I think it looks fake, and I think the reason that men usually say they don't like too much makeup is because their wife is putting their makeup on wrong, or they're putting too much. Yes, we sell that separately. It's I think it's $17 here at the show. Everything is deeply discounted here at the show, and we'll be more than happy to show you how it works and talk to you about it. So I just put a little bit of that on. All right, now I'll put my seeing eye dogs back on, and away we go. I'm going to do this one even faster. She has great skin. Okay, I'm going to do this so fast. Here we go. We are going to do this now. Bronzer, tap, put it on. Not above the cheekbone, not below it. Remember? I'm going to do the same thing on that side. I want you to be able to see me. Not, there we go. We're going to do that on the nose, on the chin. And we're also going to put it up there. These are called the moon spots, even though it's the sun that would hit them. So I don't know why they call it that. Remember to go down your neck a little bit, just to make everything blend. Over that, take the blush, pale rose pink. We're going to go over the bronzer, up into the hairline, because up is your friend. Here we go. So that's done. Now we're going to do the pale shimmer shadow. Close. All the way. There you go. Oh, by the way, a DVD comes with this set. So you can watch it on your computer or your DVD player at home. And it's a very simple little DVD I made sitting on the floor of my house because I wanted people to know that you don't have to be a makeup artist to get this look. Remember the windshield wiper effect with the slightly darker color? And now we're going into the smoky eye. And we are going to go as close to the lashes as we can get. I am not using eye brushes, as you see. Look up. I'm going slightly heavier on her because she has big brown or hazel eyes. Close to the lashes as you can get. It's like a crayon, actually. Look up. If you could talk to the people in these seats, they'll tell you that there's no tugging, there's no pulling, it's very soft, right? Okay, and then remember on the other side is that black liner, and I'm going to look up, put that in the corners. This is a very unstructured look. Even if you don't have a steady hand, you can do this. Alrighty. So now I can actually go darker on her, close, because her eyes are brown and big, and I can do that. Now, remember that little trick I told you about in here? See what that does? You see how that adds a shadow there? Makes her eyes seem more intense, I'm going to fill in her eyebrows with that same pencil. And your eyebrows should come exactly out to here. Just hold your pencil there and it'll show you where it's supposed to stop. Alrighty. And I'm going to put a little more in here. Just dropped it, no problem. Let me just get another, I'll put that back and get another one. Do that. And mascara. Great eyelashes. But even if you don't have great eyelashes, L'Oreal Voluminous will help you out. Zigzag. Zigzag. Look up. Okay. And there you go. Gotcha. All right. And a little lip action. Lip service. Here we go. Remember I told you about that little trick? I found the bow of her lip. And I'm just simply, okay, doing that. And now, the final thing is right here. Mush. Okay, now that I'm seeing you all put together, I can see that you can take some more color. That's why I like to wait till it's all done so that you can see what she still needs. You see? Put that. And a little more pink. And then here. Close. Q-tips are so awesome because they can really help that. Anything you get there. All right, putting that there. Just the same products on all these women. And even if there was a bright blonde sitting up here, it'd be the same. Okay, how does she look? Right. So it's really fantastic. And all you need to know is this. You usually don't need base. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, you want to see, of course. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's pretty much, so let's just talk about it for a second. Huh? Look at, I mean, it's a different face, and in less than 2 minutes. And there was nothing wrong with the first face. Nothing. I mean, nothing at all. But like I said, if you see yourself in a mirror and you look tired, you feel tired. And that's really true, because what you see affects what you're thinking, and then affects you physically. Your thoughts physically affect you. So if you see yourself and you say, hey, I look beautiful. And you know, frankly, when's the last time you had that thought? You can have that thought every day. And you should have that thought every day, because you are beautiful without makeup, with makeup. But if you just make it pretty, paint it just a little bit. Okay guys, I'm really sorry because I'm going to say something now that I don't mean to be offensive, but when a man wakes up, that's as good as it's going to get all day. Right? But why is it that men look good anyway? Well, and you know, in the wild, the female birds are more plain, right? Yeah, because they have to protect their young, so they have to blend in. But we're not birds, we're human beings, and we can get up and make it whatever we want it to be. So do it. It's really, really easy, and it's really fun. All you need is the bronzer, a blush, lip color. Let me just get my little things together. Make sure you moisturize your face. Make sure above all that you moisturize your face, because that is really important. So what you really need are very few things. You need a good bronzer, not orange. Brown and gold is what you're looking for. You want to have a nice pink Blush looks good on everybody. You want to have a nice pale shimmer shadow and a nice little matte shadow to go in that windshield wiper effect place. You want to have a brush that's soft so that the payoff from the makeup is right. You want to have a lip liner that's natural, not something other than what your lips were meant to be. You want to have a really good lip gloss because that looks good alone or over lipsticks. Remember, ladies, no purple lipstick unless you like it, unless you feel good in it. But changing a woman's lipstick is traumatic. I can tell you that from the thousands of people that I've worked with when I do image consulting. And you know, once they get used to it and their friends go, you look great. When you use these few products in these colors, you are going to have people tell you how great you look because it is going to make a huge difference. Also, the smoky eye in a minute stick. Make sure you don't just have eyeliner on because it will make you look hard. Now, if that's the look you're going for, that's fine. Like I said, people should wear what makes them feel good. I just want to teach you a different way. So with the double-ended thing, all these colors, the lip gloss and the lip liner and the DVD How to Do It, and this is all under $40, all of it. So if you want to come over and have a makeover, my team is over there right now. I'll be over there shortly because I'm just going to finish up here. And again, there's no obligation for you to buy anything. We don't come here to make money as much as we come here to have fun and teach people how to do something different. Does anybody have any questions whatsoever about what we just learned here? Even if you think it's like a ridiculous question. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, there's one over there, Dawn. Hold on, she's going to bring you a microphone.
Raise your hand.
My hearing's still good, but it's never been that good.
Hi.
I wear my own foundation that my company makes. You would be a light foundation. I wear a medium. You would be light. Yeah, light and light, because you're like sisters. I know you're not. I said light. Okay.
Two questions. I wasn't here at the beginning, so I missed the windshield wiper effect. Could you explain it? And does your makeup a darker color?
Yeah, you know what? You have a very, very dark skin tone. So your friend, because here's the thing about African American skin. You have amazing skin. It does not wrinkle. It's very thick compared to ours. It's a blessing to have that skin. When you're 90, you still won't have a wrinkle on your face. That's the good news. But I don't think anybody's done a makeup line for you yet that is really good. No one seems to get it. Things go gray on dark, dark, dark skin easily. But you know what's your friend? Bright. Bright pink, bright mango, bright orange. These powders look beautiful on your skin. And I'm working on them right now, but you can find those. If you go to MAC, they seem to have the biggest selection at a decent price of colors that work for your skin tone. And by the way, I'm going to be at my booth right after this, and you can come ask me questions about what happened in the beginning.
Okay.
Okay? You're welcome. Does anybody else have any other questions about that?
I do.
Okay.
If you have fuller lips, do you need lip liner?
Again?
If you have fuller lips, do you need lip liner?
If you have fuller lips, no. The reason that there's two reasons to use lip liner, and it's this. A lip liner is to keep lipstick from bleeding. It's to keep it from traveling, all right? People with thinner lips like myself love lip liner because it makes us look finished. It makes us look good. If you have full lips, you do not need a lip liner. Just a little bit of a gloss on full lips is really pretty, and count your blessings. Okay, anybody else have any questions about how to look 10 years younger in less than 5 minutes? Okay, we're good. Anybody else have any questions about One Life to Live? All right, I have one here. And then does anybody have any questions about hypnosis and how that works? Because that's something that I do and have done since I was 18 years old. Let's get this one.
It's not about
Close to the mouth.
But how old were you when you
started your career?
When I started acting, I was 19, and I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is a very big city now, but when I grew up, there was a swamp. There was nothing there, and I wanted to be able to leave. I knew I was going to be an actress from the time I was 5 years old, or an entertainer. And so what I did was, actually, I can take that microphone, because this one, I feel so much better when I hold a mic in my hand, and now I don't need this one. So I'm going to give this back to Handsome. Hold on. Alrighty. Thank you. All right, so when I started acting, I was really young, but I didn't know how to get out of a small town to Hollywood, and that was really hard, because how do you get from a small town to Hollywood and get started? So my dad was a doctor. I was very proud. I didn't want any help. I wanted to do everything by myself. A little known fact about me was that I was a personal assistant to Evel Knievel when I was 16 and 17. So I was around show business people, and that only made me want to do it more. And he wouldn't help me because he said that if I was going to be an actress, he thought it was going to hurt the wonderful girl that he knew me to be. And so he wasn't going to help me with that. And I'm actually grateful he didn't, because when we do things on our own, it means a whole lot more. And if you have kids, remember that. Don't do too much for your kids. Give them boundaries, let them find their way as soon as you can. What they need is to be loved, but when we do for people what they should be doing for themselves, it's not how we help a person, it's how we cripple a soul. So you want to make sure you don't enable your kids to not go out on their own. You want to make sure your kids go out into the world with a lot of confidence. That's the parent's job. But at 18, I dropped out of college, which I always regretted, but that's what I did, because I knew what I wanted to do. And I got a job working for an airline as a stewardess, which is what we called ourselves back then. It was very glamorous. And my father was, here's my father. Oh, wonderful, you're going to be a waitress in the sky. I said, no, I'm going to go to Hollywood, but I don't have the way to get there. So as a stewardess, I was able to fly for free, live wherever I wanted, and I took acting lessons on my days off, and I auditioned for everything that I could find in the Backstage magazine, and it happened pretty fast for me, but I was a good student. I love to learn, and though I didn't finish college, and I do regret that, I actually ended up finishing college in my 40s, even when I was on the soap opera, because I went to get my degree in hypnotherapy, and I'm certified in 26 different kinds of hypnotherapy. And I didn't really think that I would take it on stage, but I'm an entertainer, and I've always been on stage, so it seemed to make sense. And my shows are very funny, but they're spiritual too, because I really think that we can use things to make people laugh and show them the power of your own mind. It's a God-given gift, and how we use it is very important. So I was very young when I started, 17, 18, and then when I turned 18, I got that stewardess job, and off to Hollywood I went. And Evel Knievel, before he died, he told me how proud he was of me, because I didn't change a lick, which is really good. But you know, God is in the front seat of every show I do. He's in the front seat of my life, so I conduct my life that way, you know, to make my Father proud, to say. Is there any other questions about entertainment, show business, soap operas, hypnosis? I practice in Las Vegas, but I don't practice very much because I'm on the road. If you go to CatherineHickland.com and look at my calendar, you'll see that July, August, September, and October, I am not home at all. I'm on the road, and I'm on tour. I'll be at the Delaware State Fair entertaining this year. I'm doing 3 shows a day, every single day. And I'm very excited because a lot of my friends here will actually jump over to Delaware. It's not that far, and Delaware State Fair is such a fun fair. But I have a big show. We have 1,000 seats in that theater, and I'll be doing that. There's a possibility I'll be doing the Freedom Fest here in Freehold. Waiting to hear on that right now. They have me on hold. Am I married? I'm getting married to Todd Fisher, son of Eddie Fisher, and Debbie Reynolds. Yeah. And that is really a fun thing. I was married for 17 years to a very wonderful man, but it didn't make the finish line. So we decided that we were better friends than anything else, and that's how we ended up. We got divorced, but not to end something, but to begin something new, which is, I help a lot of people actually through divorce. I'm a relationship expert. I have a book out called The 30-Day Heartbreak Cure, and there is a way to do that. We don't have to be acrimonious. Again, people tear each other down because they're scared. They're scared, the woman's scared that the man's not going to take care of her, and the man is scared that she wants everything he has. So, and then the lawyers end up getting everything, so I mediate people that need to transition. And so I had probably the friendliest divorce on the planet Earth, and my ex-husband, Michael, is one of my very best friends. I adore him. And Todd, I actually didn't think I would ever get married again, or even be in a relationship, because I actually found the relationship with myself to be quite fantastic. And I knew Todd 30 years ago from church, but he was married. His wife passed away from cancer. He found me on Facebook. Hi, Facebook, love it. If you don't have a Facebook page, you got to get one. Because people find you from your past. Sometimes you don't want to be found, but they'll find you. Anyway, this turned out to be a great thing a few years ago, and so we have been together ever since. He's the most wonderful person I've ever met in my life, and I'm very lucky. And Debbie Reynolds is a fantastic woman, so to have her for a mother-in-law, she's great because she's an entertainer too, and we have a lot to talk about, and she's just a terrific human being. Yeah. Yes? You used to read my column, Product Queen, in Soap Opera Digest. Well, guess what? I am putting up a YouTube channel called Product Queen, and I'm building a website because that was so popular, because I talked about buying things that really work for the least amount of money. And that was a really popular column, and so I have bought the name of it, and I am putting on a YouTube channel. And by the way, if you ever want to see my hypnosis, meaning my show, at CatherineHickland.com, you can see pieces of my show there, and if you ever need a good laugh, let me tell you what, go there and watch it, because people are doing the craziest, most fun things. And I never humiliate people, because I don't think that's fair. I think when you hypnotize people, there's got to be a lot of trust there. They're trusting you. And I'm not taking their mind over. What hypnosis is, it's kind of interesting, is you put the conscious mind to sleep, because you have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like the hard drive of your computer. It stores every single piece of information you have ever seen, heard, or learned, or even overheard, and they... Honestly, I think it could go back to even before you're born, when you're in the womb. So, the things that you don't remember, it's not that they're not there, they are there. But it's just that you're not using your mind to its full potential. Some things we don't want to remember, some things we need to remember, and that's why a hypnotist is really good, because I recently had a big producer come to me from a referral, because he was told when he was 15 years old by a palm reader that he was going to die when he was 52 from a heart attack. And he forgot about it for a few years, and then every year that goes by, it started to haunt him. Then he had kids, and then he started to worry, and then he started to get anxious, and he couldn't get it out of his mind, and he had just turned 50, and he was worried sick about dying at 52. So I hypnotized him, and I regressed him back to that day when he was 15, and where he was, and who was in the room, and the woman that told him that. And it turns out the things that he didn't remember about that was that it was a teacher's aide who actually made an advance on him when he was only 15, and he blew her off, and she grabbed his hand and said she was a palm reader and told him he was going to die from a heart attack at 52. Now guess what? He didn't remember all the details of this. But when I regressed him and all the details came out, there was an agenda for her to do that, because she had been rejected. She didn't have any powers. Nobody can tell you this. That's not a man's job. That's God's job, you know, to know when things are going to happen. I then took him into the future to he had 13-year-old twins. I took him into the future to their wedding. I took him into the future to see their children and be a grandfather, and then I brought him back. And he is 55 now. He's not going anywhere, and one of his kids is getting married in a year. So what's really great is that the things we don't remember that's why hypnosis is good, because you can bring things back and they can remember. They have memories stored in the hard drive, so to speak. So, we can get rid of phobias and fears and quit smoking. I've had many people leave my stage and take their cigarettes and throw them in the trash can. Because when I have people on stage, what I like to do is I like to give them the opportunity to change something in their life while they're up there in hypnosis. So if I end up coming here to do the Freedom Fest, you should come and have a good laugh and get blessed. Because honestly, no question in my mind that the people that come up there end up leaving in a different way and a better way. It's a pretty cool experience. But I will be at the Delaware State Fair, so just come on over. I hear it's only about an hour away from here. An hour, is it? Yeah. And I'll be there. I'm doing 11 days times 3, 33 shows in Delaware. So, but you're all amazing and special. Delaware, July, I think it's mid-July to the end of July, the Delaware State Fair. You just look it up. But I want you to know that each and every one of you is a very blessed human being. Everybody in here has a God-given gift of a perfectly good mind. And just remember that every word you speak is important, not only to the people that you're talking to, because you're constantly programming people with your words, but more than anything, we program ourselves with negative talk or negative thoughts. And if you just catch yourself doing that, you can turn it around. Because remember that when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. And that's really true. Because some things aren't going to change around us. So what we need to do is change the way we look at it. And that is life-changing right there. But everybody in this room is totally blessed. And just feel it, and know it. And be loving to other people, but you know what? Be loving to yourself. And I had a letter, before I go, I'll share this with you. I had a letter on my Facebook because, and I'm on Twitter and Facebook, so you can friend me. And people ask me questions. They write me private notes on Facebook. And I had a teacher who wrote me last week, and she was talking about how a new teacher came into the school and was treating her badly and humiliating her in front of the kids and stuff like that. Well, sometimes in life people just don't know how to behave. But if somebody says something to you that's not very nice, there's 2 things I'm going to teach you to do to change it. 1, if someone says something insulting to you, right? You get mad. Maybe you're shocked, you don't say anything, you walk away, you have a pit in your stomach. Here's the best thing in the whole world to do. You say, thank you. Thank you. Just like that. Not with any attitude on it or anything, just thank them. And they will not know what to do with that. They just won't. Stops them dead in their tracks. Okay, here's the other thing. If someone says something to you about yourself that you know isn't true, meaning the kind of person you are, that says to stop too. You say this. Oh, I don't receive that. I don't receive that. Again, people go, receive that? What is she talking about? They go stunned. Or if someone says something nice to you, instead of saying, most people don't even know how to thank people for a nice thing because you're not used to it and it's a little embarrassing, but when someone says, you are so special, you're so pretty, you're so nice, you're so kind, whatever it is, this is what you say. Thank you. I receive that. And people love that too. So that's how you don't let your emotions control your life. You manage your emotions. You are the most blessed people. I thank you for sitting here and visiting with me today. It is my joy and honor to be up here to entertain you in any way possible. And I want to thank you for that. And my booth is right over there. Come say hi. Just come play. That's what we're here for till 3 o'clock. And it's just my honor to be here. Thank you very much. I'm
Let's have a big hand for Catherine Hickland.